Everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Get Your Mind Right Barbecue. I'm Tommy D. I got another great recipe for you today. As you can see, I got a bag here of chicken leg quarters. It's thighs and legs. It's called chicken quarters. You can get these at any supermarket or butcher. These are fairly inexpensive. Always taste good, smoked out on the grill. You need to get these in some brine or some marinade. Simple and easy marinade here. I just use a bottle of zesty Italian. Get them in this baggie, let them sit overnight. You need to let it sit up a minimum of a couple hours to let that seasonings and that Italian dressing get inside that meat. All those oils and all those nice spices in the dressing are going to break that chicken down, where the meat underneath, that fat, is going to break down and we're going to get a good flavor from it. I'm going to get these out of the package here. We're going to get it rubbed down, but we're doing chicken leg quarters with Alabama white sauce. I've made some sauce a couple hours ago. It's chilling in the fridge. It's a copycat of Big Bob Gibson Barbecue in Decatur, Alabama. I can't wait to try it. First time I've tried this copycat recipe. I just found it online. So stay tuned. Let's get some rub on these chicken quarters. Get your mind right. Now that we got our leg quarters out of the bag of marinade, we want to get some rubs on these. Basically, before we get started and get the rubs on, as you can see here, if you can zoom in there, babe, too, you see that oil? It's going to act as a binder. You really don't have to wipe off all these spices, those peppers, and that seasoning from the Italian dressing. It's going to give it a little extra flavor, and that's why we use that Italian dressing in the first place, okay? So, while our grill's coming up to temp, let's get some rub on these. First thing first, I'm going to give them a light coat of my all-day, every-day rub. You can get this on YouTube. My recipe for this on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Pretty simple, salt, pepper, garlic, that type of thing. Just going to give it a light coat. Nothing fancy. Just giving it layers of flavor there. We're going to get the tops and the backs. Okay. Some pretty big quarters here. I'm looking forward to getting these out on the smoker and dunking them in that white Alabama sauce. Okay, now that we got our all day, every day, get your mind right rub on these leg quarters here, I'm very excited to get this Swine Life Mississippi grind to try. I got this from a local barbecue store here in Bogart, Georgia. The name of them is Atlanta Barbecue Store. Miss Ellen hooked me up. If you're a local, she can meet you over by Stripling's or in the area to cut some of the cost on the shipping cost. If you're outside of Georgia, check them out, AtlantaBarbecueStore.com. Wonderful people. I love supporting local barbecue companies and small businesses. This stuff here tastes wonderful. I tried it just a few moments ago. These people are world champion barbecue competition style guys. I'm very, very excited to try this out. Swine Life Mississippi grind. So let's give this a good coat. This is going to give us some good color. Going to get the fronts and the backs again. We're just trying to create some layers, folks, is all we're doing. Layers of flavors. Let's give these a flip. Make sure we get all sides. Get a good even coat. Don't want too much of this, because that all day, everyday rub's got a lot of salt in it. So you really want to kind of get them even Steven, if you know what I mean. You want too much salt, but you want that good color on there so it'll shine through. Looking good. This stuff smells great. I mean, I can smell it right out of the shaker. You know it's some good stuff when it smells good when you're pouring it on. All right, we're gonna let these sit up while our smoker comes up to temp. All right, folks, we're outside. I got these leg quarters on my Camp Chef DLX Pro OG model. I'm running B&B charcoal as usual. Cherry pellets. That cherry smoke's going to give these chicken quarters a good, nice flavor to them. You don't want to use anything that's too powerful like a hickory. Make sure you're using some of the apples, the cherries, the pecans. I'm using just cherry today. We're going to get the lid closed here. We're running 275, 300, any grill you would like. Just make sure it's indirect. Make sure you can keep that heat between 275, 300. We're going to let these go about an hour. We're going to check up on them, flip them. We're going to make sure we can get this skin. The reason why I'm running it at 275, 300, folks, so I can get this skin nice and crispy. I don't want that skin to be kind of moist and chewy. We want to run these at a little bit higher temperatures than the low and slows so this skin can crispen up. Stay tuned. We'll be back here in about an hour. We're going to flip these over and check up on them. Total cook time is going to be roughly about 2 hours. Stay tuned. Get your mind right. Okay, these leg quarters have been on for right at an hour. Been holding my temp steady 275, 300 range. Let's give these a flip. Looking great there on that back side. Let's flip these over so we can get that skin nice and crispy. Going to go about another 30 minutes. Then we're going to start checking the temps with my ThermoPro. Looking good, folks. Alabama white sauce leg quarters smoked on the Temp Check DLX Pro. Get your mind right style. Okay, the chicken leg quarters have been on for an hour and a half. I just turned one of them there. Let's turn the rest of these over. They are looking fantastic. That skin's looking good. Got a little breakage going there. These look like they're about ready. They've been on exactly 1 hour and a half. Let me get my probe here. Yeah, they're reading 174, 175. This one's got to be done as well. Yeah, 179. Let's get these off and get them inside and let them rest. It took 1 hour and a half. Perfect cook time. Wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Let's get these inside and let them rest for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll dunk them in that North Alabama white sauce. Get your mind right, folks. Back inside, I've let these quarters rest for about 10 minutes or so. I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna give these a good dunk in this Alabama white sauce here. It's basically a mayonnaise barbecue based sauce. I got this recipe online. I'm gonna do a full video on this North Alabama white sauce a little bit later on. Basically, you just get these and just give them a good dunk in the sauce. And let them sit there. And while we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a taste. Okay, let's cut into one of these quarters here. This Alabama white on it. See how we did. Man, look at that. Moist, tender, juicy. It's about to fall off the bone. As always, you got to dig in and try this. Man, that is juicy, tender. You can taste that marinade from that Italian seasoning. That swine life is perfect on this chicken. Cooking it at the 275, 300 range, it really did a number on that skin. Nice and crispy. And the Alabama white sauce is fantastic. You got to try this, folks. You cannot beat. It's something different, but you cannot beat it. Alabama white sauce leg quarters. It's so good I can't even hardly speak. Get your mind right. Hope you are enjoying these videos. Stay tuned for more.